everyone, and welcome to Goodwill Industries of the Inland Northwest. Today, we're joined by Goodwill Industries President and CEO Clark Brecky, Healthcare for Homeless Veterans Shannon Duncan, and also Walter Martin, who is a veteran who served in the Army Air Defense Artillery from 1987 to 1991. All are here to honor, recognize, and encourage the community to serve those who have served. November is the month where we have dedicated a holiday to our country's veterans. Today, in our city, we would like to extend that day and to the entire month of November and serve those in our community who have served our country. Veterans within our city have a variety of needs that we as a community will help them meet. Our city's veterans come from all branches of the military and all eras of conflict. Some are struggling to maintain a safe roof over their head, keep food on their tables, meet the basic necessities that you and I enjoy, and earn a stable income. Some of these men and women have families, some are single, and their stories are as varied as the individuals. For the month of November, at the locations throughout Spokane, Spokane Valley, Spokane County, Goodwill Industries will be taking donations from all of us to meet the needs of our veterans. Items being collected will help veterans who is moving into an apartment or a home for the first time and have these basic needs met. It is like giving a housewarming present to someone moving into their first home who needs absolutely everything. Items needed for veterans include new bath towels, new bed sheets, toilet paper, and personal care items. Goodwill Industries will be taking donated items from November 8th through the 22nd in downtown, in their north side, their South Hill, their Valley locations throughout the county. We'll be providing them with a complete list of these locations. You can also find them by visiting my.spokanecity.org or discovergoodwill.org. At this time, I'd like to invite Clark Brecky, the President and CEO of Goodwill Industries of the Inland Northwest, to talk more about the program and the impact they're hoping to have. Clark will also be followed by Shannon Duncan from Healthcare for Homeless Veterans, who can talk about the unique needs her organization sees in veterans. And finally, an honored guest, the U.S. Army veteran Walter Martin, who will share a little bit about his personal story. Clark?
Thank you, Mayor. In honor of our veteran today, Walter Martin, I'd like to open with a quick reading. It is the veteran, not the minister, who gives us the freedom of religion. It's the veteran, not the reporter, who has given us the freedom of the press. It is the veteran, not the poet, who has given us the freedom of speech. It is the veteran, not the organizer, who has given us freedom to protest. It is the veteran, not the lawyer, who has given us the right to a fair trial. It is the veteran, not the politician, who has given us the right to vote. And it is the veteran who salutes the flag, who serves beneath the flag, and whose coffin is draped by the flag, who secures our freedom. So, Martin, thank you very much for being here today. We appreciate that. Every day, we pass by individuals who are experiencing homelessness and need a hand up. Leveraging grant funds through the Department of Veteran Affairs, since October 2014, Goodwill has served 366 veterans in Spokane through the rapid rehousing, case management, and connection to community supports. Several years ago, Goodwill began partnering with Volunteers of America, Healthcare for Homeless Veterans, the City of Spokane, and more than 30 agencies through the Continuum of Care to end veteran homelessness in Spokane. As partnerships increase between federal, city, county, nonprofit, and faith-based and private organizations, we will be able to end chronic veteran homelessness in Spokane. While we're all working to move the needle, there are still veterans who are homelessness in our community. As of this morning, the Homeless Management Information System identifies 18 veterans households who are chronically homeless in Spokane. In January, there were 43 households identified. But even with this 59% decrease year to date, this is still not acceptable. There are new households entering the system each month, and we must do more. In October, there were 5 new veteran households who met the definition of chronically homelessness. Now, I just heard this morning from one of my staff members that one of those families, as of this morning, has been housed. So this is further good news. But it should not sit well with us that even one veteran is experiencing homelessness in this great community. They have sacrificed and served us for our freedom. It is these men and women that we're all partnering together to end chronic veteran homelessness in Spokane. We encourage you, the Spokane public, to help us meet our need. As the mayor had stated, please bring your donations to our locations and we will ensure that they make their way to our honored veterans. On average, it takes about 79 days to help a veteran who is homeless get into permanent housing. We want to shorten this time frame, and you can help. And this is a particular message to our landlords. So if you're a landlord who has an apartment or a home that's available for rent, Goodwill's SSVF program wants to work with you to fill that vacancy and help a veteran. You can call us today at 509-321-3348. Today, call us today for more information. We're there and ready to help. We owe our best to our service members, those who sacrificed and those who have served, so that we may fully understand and appreciate the freedoms we have today. So thank you very much for supporting this continuum of care and these services for our important veterans to help us end homelessness amongst our veterans in our communities. So thank you very much.
Good morning. So I'm here from the Healthcare for Homeless Veterans program at the Department of Veterans Affairs. We provide community outreach and transitional and permanent supported housing services and a range of other services to help our homeless veterans get off of back on their feet. This year we've served over 1,400 veterans in our various programs. The reality is that homeless veterans are not just Vietnam-era service members. Over the last several years, we've seen an increase in the number of female veterans and veterans from the OEF, OIF, and OND service eras. Homeless veterans are younger on average than the general veteran population. In addition to the complex set of factors influencing all homelessness, extreme shortage of affordable housing, livable income, and access to health care, a large number of displaced and at-risk veterans live with lingering effects of post-traumatic stress disorder, as well as substance abuse. These are also compounded by a lack of family and social support. Additionally, military occupations and training are not often transferable to the civilian workforce, placing some veterans at a disadvantage when competing for employment. The Housing and Urban Development VA Supported Housing Program, or HUD-VASH, provides Section 8 housing vouchers to eligible veterans and their families. Currently, we have 413 vouchers throughout our catchment area, including 2 tribal VASH programs with the Colville Nation and the Spokane Tribe. At the end of fiscal year 17, our housed rate was 95%, with 97% of our vouchers issued. The HUD-VASH program also offers intensive case management support to promote housing stability and support recoveries from physical and mental health concerns and substance use disorders. In addition to housing and case management, our program offers physical and mental health care, including psychiatric follow-up, as well as peer support services, employment support, and veterans justice outreach support for veterans involved in the legal system. Spokane has been tremendously supportive of our nation's veterans. We cannot fulfill our mission without assistance from our community. From offering to work as a landlord, to considering a donation of basic needs, to a simple smile or handshake. You can make the difference in a life of one of our local veterans. It's my pleasure now to introduce Mr. Walter Martin, a U.S. Army veteran, to share his story.
I came here September 5th of this year, and I was hurting. I just needed help. And when I got to Spokane, I went to the UGM, and they were instrumental in getting me plugged in with other resources. But what really helped out was going to the Spokane Regional County office, and from there, everything just blossomed. They gave me a bus pass, contact information. Then I plugged in with Healthcare for Homeless Veterans, SSVF. And in the short time that I've been here, employment, getting my medical needs met, just a whirlwind of good things for me. I've been to other places and it's been kind of negative. I've had some roadblocks, speed bumps. I hit the wall. So, and here I'm able to reinvent myself and move forward positively. And there's a lot of veterans here that might be jaded. And I just want to say, keep trying. You know, there's always a way out. I see a need here. In Clarkston, Washington, there's a Steve Skaggs, Community on Call. And he told me, go to Spokane. There's a need for someone like you, young, articulate, educated black man that can help out the black community. When I got here, I saw more than that. Veterans, homeless, addiction, women, children, inmates. You know, there's a need, and to be honest, I think I can help out, but I need to get me right. But the way things are going, this was amazing, and I'm progressing a lot faster than expected. So through my belief and with the help of my God and these agencies, I believe that someday I want to sit on city council. Someday I want to help be a solution and not just come here to be an added statistic. We all have hard times, but I decided that I didn't want to be a victim. I wanted to just keep pushing forward. And these wonderful people have helped me to hold my head up and walk forward. I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm good. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Walter, for sharing. I think any of us, as we talk about our own stories, and especially for veterans, you find are very humble in their story. And Spokane is proud to have you as part of our community. And as we said, the month of November is we have Veterans Day, and remember our veterans and those that have served in all branches of service, have stories like Walter and have a lot to give back to our community, have had a legacy of already giving back to our community. And as we often say, and I often say, I want to be the city of choice in the Northwest. And Walter, to hear that you chose to come to Spokane and make it better, I wanted to, you probably got one of these when you're in the Army from your commander, but I have him as mayor, and we're going to come over here, and I'm going to ask the other Army veteran to come up here. We'll take a picture in front of the flags, but it's the mayor's coin. It's the seal of the mayor's office, and it says on the back, presented by Mayor Conan in recognition of your role in making Spokane the city of choice for the Northwest. I heard it here. I expect you to give back to our community, but we are very proud to have you in our community, so thank you very much.